Vlogmas Day 12.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Vlogmas Day 12. We are moving right along. I cannot believe it's already day 12. Like, that's crazy. So anyway, Kaden just left off to go to school. It's a little bit of snow on the ground today, but school's not delayed or anything. So that was a nice surprise to wake up and see some whiteness on the ground. But yeah, I'm just in here catching up on the news, and I just got through eating some breakfast. I had 3 boiled eggs and 2 Halo oranges, and I have a cheese stick there that I haven't eaten yet, and some water. Took my blood sugar already, and I'm gonna take it again at 8:25. And then, like I said yesterday, today I really don't have any set plans to do anything. If I do run out, it'll just be, I don't even know what for, because I don't really have anything to do today, and I don't want to just run out to spend money that I don't need to be spending. So, oh yeah, I was gonna go to the other Target and see if I can get the car seat cover, because I really do want to get the car seat cover. So I might go there or Walmart, but I don't think, for some reason, I don't think the Walmart by me has the car seat cover. So I'll probably go to Target. And I'm so mad. As I was editing the vlog last night, when I was in Target, I was, editing. And I don't know if you guys remember the part where I pointed to the reusable, like, baby wipes case, saying that I was looking for that. And it was, like, right there where the baby car seat covers were supposed to be. It was one right there, but it's okay. I'll just look for them somewhere else. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to order those on Amazon, because Amazon has like a multi-pack for like $8 versus Target just had that one for $8.99. So I'll probably just order that on Amazon. But, yeah. So every year, especially around this time of year, I usually sell stuff on Facebook, like boots, winter, coats, and like just stuff like that, like, things that people would gift people or whatever the case is, or just buy for themselves to prepare for the season. So I have some new fur boots online and everything, and a lot of people have been actually hitting me up and making purchases. So I'll probably add it to my link tree, link in the description box below. So, if you guys want to check out, like, my Poshmark closet, my, Facebook store, things like that, I'll probably link it. So, I'm just going to just do some stuff online. I have my laptop charging. I need to study today, because you guys, I've been saying I'm going to study. So, I'm just going to do that. We canceled the Christmas party. We just got too much going on. I don't have the energy. Sean was supposed to really do the most of the hosting, but his nephew has a performance the same day at the same time. So he was going to try to like leave out just to go see him perform and come back. But I'm like, that's too much, and it's going to leave me to entertain and just, it's just too much prepping, getting the house together for company, and then turning around cleaning after the company, and then having to turn around and clean again to prepare for rain. So we rather just do one big thorough clean before rain gets here. Shampoo the carpets and be done. So we're gonna have our Christmas party next year. I have not been vlogging today at all. I really just been laying down studying, and then I fell asleep, of course. And then I get woken up by a phone call. Can you guys guess who called me? Leave it in the comments below. Who you think called my phone and woke me up? So now I am on my way out gotta come back and feed and walk Naya. Oh, look at that pretty little tree. Can y'all see? So pretty. It's coming together. So yeah, so I'm headed out now to get something to cook for dinner. I'm gonna make meatless spaghetti. And I usually, if I don't just do it with all veggies, which I'm not, I'm gonna do it with black bean burgers. It's really good. Alright, let me see. I've been looking for my lip gloss for days, y'all. Can't find it. Found it. Guess I'll be wearing this coat. So, if you haven't guessed already, or maybe you have, Caden's teacher called me again. So, I'm not gonna say that Caden isn't doing things that he shouldn't be doing. Oh, let me show y'all the baby bump at 36 weeks. Let's see how far I stand back. Can y'all see? Oh. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna say that Caden is doing right or not doing things that he's not supposed to be doing. I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses for him. I'm not gonna do that. What I will say is, I do feel like Caden is like her problem child, and he has a very strong personality. I feel like he's her problem child, and I honestly feel like she feels kind of like overpowered by him, and at this point she doesn't know how to control him, and so any and everything that he does, I feel she calls me for. Whereas I feel like other teachers, like the teacher he had last year, oh sorry y'all, I'm almost done. Stay with me, tripod, stay with me. So yeah, I feel like other teachers he's had in the past, I mean, they've all called me, don't get me wrong. They've all called me, except for I didn't get a lot of phone calls from his teacher last year. I don't know if that's because his teacher had a lot going on in his personal life, or if he just understood Caden a little more, because he was a male. He was Caden's first male teacher. But these female teachers, nothing against female teachers, I just feel like Caden knows how to manipulate them and run all over them, and they don't really know how to control it. I don't feel like Caden carries men like that. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this up when I get out to the car. Alright, so I'm letting the car warm up. So like I said, I would just say that I feel like Caden knows how to manipulate women. He knows how to, because women are always, oh, he's so cute, you know, and they always coddle him in the beginning until he gets comfortable, and then they start to see like, oh Lord, you know. Whereas men, they don't do all that, oh, babying up and all that other stuff. So his particular teacher that he has now, she's like very, very, how can I explain her? Like, she's like very soft, I want to say. She's like really soft. And then of course Caden knows, you know, his teachers can't physically discipline him, so it's only but so much they can do. So he takes advantage of that. I'm not saying that is right, because it's not right by far. So anyway, she calls me today. Now what I will say is that I feel like, you know, yes, Kaden is hard-headed. Yes, he may not you know, stay focused. He is kind of like a show off at times. He definitely does have a lot of energy. He gets bored easy, things like that, right? But what I will say is, because of the lack of patience that women have, I can't even just say that women have, because that's probably just me. Because I feel like if you're a teacher, especially for elementary school kids, you have to have a lot of patience. But anyway, I don't know. I just feel like, because he's already like on her list of, I don't want to say bad kids, but on her list of like not well behaved kids, I feel like any and everything that he does, he's targeted for, and it's blown up to be a little bigger than it really is. So she called me today and she said, hey, Caden's having a bit of a rough morning. Well, let me take that back. He's not having a bit of a rough morning. He is having a rough morning. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And she was like, you know, he's been kind of like in and out his seat a lot, not staying focused, has a lot of energy. So I gave him a ball to bounce on at his desk. I'm like, and so I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so someone who has a lot of energy, you give them a ball to start bouncing and be a distraction. So I didn't say that. So I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to like feel her out. She's a teacher. So I said, okay. And then she was like, and he's crashing into students with the ball. I watched him actually like put his foot out to try to trip one of the female students as she was walking by. And I'm like, okay. And I'm waiting for more, you know, and she didn't say anything else. I was like, all right, well, do you mind if I speak with him? So she was like, yeah. So she goes, here, Kaden, I'm your mom. And then she proceeds to say, like, not like to me, but as she was giving the phone to him, she goes, you're on speaker. Because I guess she had me on speaker, so she figured obviously I could hear her. She could hear me respond. So I was like, I'm on speaker. She said, yeah. I'm like, okay. And I said, okay, like, why? Like, okay. And so, because you never put me on speaker any other time. And I don't feel like speaker is appropriate if I'm talking to my child. So, Kaden isn't taking the phone. She's like, Kaden won't take the phone. And then she was like, she was like, why won't you take the phone? Is it because she's on speaker? And then he said, yes. And I was like, yeah, can you take me off speaker, please? And, she took me off speaker and then gave him the phone. And I know my child, like, you know, everybody knows their child. You know when your child is wrong, because like I can be like, Kaden, what's going on, blah 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 blah, why are you not listening? And he just, you know, he's very like, oh Lord, I'm in trouble, I don't know, you know. And this time he was very like combative, very very frustrated, very angry and upset. And he was like, he was talking so fast and so upset I couldn't understand nothing he was saying. And I was like, Kaden, slow down. I was like, I cannot understand nothing you're saying, repeat yourself. And then he was like, I keep telling the teacher that the little girl keeps putting her butt in my face and she didn't do anything about it. So I tried to trip the girl, but she didn't fall. So then I was like, okay. And so then I was like, let me speak to your teacher. So I get back on the phone with his teacher and I'm like, hey, what's going on with the scenario of the girl putting her butt in his face? Because another time when I took him to the doctor's appointment for his physical last week, it asked, you know, have your child been inappropriately touched, blah, blah, blah. So I asked him, you know, I'm like, you know, Kaden, has anyone inappropriately touched your private area or asked to look at your private area or anything? And he said yes, and it took me off guard. And I'm like, well, who the hell did that? And so he said it was a little boy in his class that like crawled under the table and was touching his private part and another little boy private part, and he told his teacher about it. And I'm like, I said, what did the teacher say? She was like, she talked to them, all three of them or whatever. And I feel like something like that should be brought to my attention. So me and Sean are definitely going to go up to the school and have a meeting with the principal and the teacher, because at this point I feel like maybe Kaden needs to switch classes. Maybe he needs a teacher that has a little bit of a stronger personality and can more so handle him a little more. So I feel like I feel like the story Kaden was telling me was accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know when your child is telling the truth. And then I know when he's just been bad as hell. And he's, I don't know, you know. And this time he just had a lot to say. He was so frustrated. And he was like, Mommy, I was bouncing the ball at my desk and she walked by and tried to bump me off, but she was trying to bump me off with her butt, putting her butt in my face, which sounds about right, because if he's sitting down and the girl's standing up, then he probably is eye level to her butt. You know what I'm saying? So he said that she kept walking by trying to bump him with her butt, and he tripped her. So he admitted to trying to trip her. She didn't fall. But it's ironic to me that the teacher only saw Kaden put his foot out. She claims she saw him crash into the girl. But I'm like, I'm not understanding how that makes sense. Like, you saw him crash into her and try to trip her? Like, it doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So I have an issue with it. And, you know, but everything else, as far as like when she tells him to do something and he tells her no, all of that, I'm not tolerating that. So I told her, I was like, you know, don't call me, don't let him know that you're calling me. If he misbehaves anymore today, then text me and I'll come straight up there. And she was just like, okay. And I was like, because I don't want to have him, I don't want to give him a heads up, I don't want him to know, you know, I just want to just pop up there and I want to watch and see how he's acting. She was like, yeah, okay, that's a good idea, So I don't know, y'all, it's a lot going on. Let me get moving and I'm gonna just tell you guys like what I'm thinking is going on with Kaden. Y'all, when I tell you crowded, oh my goodness, like it is so crowded in Walmart. But luckily I got my little 10-11 items and I was in and out of there. I didn't have to wait in line or nothing, so I'm not even gonna complain. So I was telling you guys about, you know, Kaden behaving at school and how I told his teacher to text me and let me know if anything else goes on, and I'll come up there as soon as I pull up. As soon as I pull up at Walmart, I get a text from her. Hey, can you come up here now? I'm like, I'm like, there's no way in the world this little boy is acting out to the point where you need me to come up there. Like, there's no way. At this point, you just want me to come up there because you just are sick of dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I honestly feel, y'all. Like, and I'm not even the type of parent to make excuses for their child. Like, I'm not that one. But come on, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Especially when I told Kaden if I have to come up there, I'm embarrassing him. So I'm like, I know he's not doing nothing that serious. So I ignored her text for like 6 minutes because I was kind of annoyed. And just so happened when I was sitting there, his doctor called me because I forgot I had scheduled a phone appointment with her today because he's been complaining about his knee hurting. So I wanted him to get x-rays. So she called me and was just asking me questions regarding his knee, what knee, you know, blah blah blah. And then excuse me, before I got the phone with her, I asked her, I was like, you know, Kaden's been having a lot of behavioral issues in school. There's a lot of changes going on with him. You know, he's not seeing his father right now. And I'll let you guys, I'll tap on that subject real lightly as to the reason. And then also, you know, we're having a new baby. It's just a lot for him. And I don't know, you know, why he's behaving the way he's behaving, but maybe excuse me, maybe he needs to speak with somebody. Because I feel like, you know, something's going on. And just because he's 8 years old doesn't mean that he doesn't have feelings and, you know, isn't acting out for a reason. Because I know at his age, when I was his age and I was acting out, it was for a reason. I texted the teacher back and I was like, you know, I'm at the grocery store right now. I literally just pulled up when I got your text message. I'll have to come when I'm done. So then she texted me back and was like, oh, never mind, on coming. We're getting ready to go. She was like, we're getting ready to go to some concert or something like that anyway at 2:20. And it was like 1:40 when she texted me. And she was like, he's behaving better. And my frustration is, before you jump up and call me, wait to see how he behaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, every single thing the little boy does, I feel like she reports to me. But anyway, so I texted her back and I was like, I'm going to schedule an appointment with the principal and yourself if possible in regards to an action plan for Caden. I'm going to email the principal when I get back home. And then she just responded and was like, yes, I was thinking the same thing. We should have a meeting to set up a behavioral plan. I will also speak with Mrs. whatever her name is about setting it up. So I'm gonna speak to Sean because he wants to be there. I'm not the bashing type person. Like, I'm not gonna be that baby mom that bashes you, talks ill about you or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like I have been the coolest, most patient baby mom out there. I really do. I really feel like I've given Caden's dad so much of the benefit of the doubt to really like put forth effort to help out more financially, physically, just being in his life more, making Caden a priority. And year after year after year, he lets me down, lets Caden down. And it's to the point now where Caden is starting to say on his own, you know, my dad always makes promises and doesn't keep them. Caden's too young to understand, and it looks like competition. You know what I'm saying? It looks like, well, why does my brother get to live with you and I don't? Or why does he get this from you and I don't? Why does he get to spend more time with you and I don't? You know what I mean? And his dad just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it, that it's really affecting him. So I'm very, very grateful that I have a man in my life that's willing to take on the role of being Caden's father. And just, you know, being there, talking to him, playing games with him, just being patient with him altogether, and wanting to be involved. Like, actually wanting to be involved is a big deal. And he doesn't make it seem like it's a unwanted responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what the therapist says on Friday, and hopefully we can come up with the action plan between the therapist, his teacher, and the principal. Because I'm like, all right, well, maybe we have to move him out of the class, get him like a stronger willed teacher, you know, someone who has a little bit of a stronger personality, who can handle Caden or something. But I'll keep you guys posted and let y'all know what the outcome is on that. My bad, I got kind of sidetracked a little bit. I'm out here cooking dinner. Making meatless spaghetti. A little bit of minced garlic. And then I add in my cut up onions and peppers. And once I cook them, I'm tired. I'm not tired, my back hurts. And then I used the Morningstar spicy black bean burger for the meat substitute. my stove, break them up. And then they were actually in the car. Thank God it's cold outside, but at least they're not frozen, so it's easier for me to work with right now. So this pack comes with 8 in the pack, so I'll probably do all of it really. And then once it cooks down some, it'll break up more. Just break it up. So I was supposed to take Hayden to get his x-ray done today, but I called his grandmother, his dad's mom, and I kind of was on the phone with her longer than expected. So I'm going to take him tomorrow morning and just drop him off to school after. So while that's cooking, the burgers are softening up. I'm going to go ahead and season it up just as you would your spaghetti. So I use black pepper, garlic powder, y'all already know I love Slap Your Mama. And my Italian seasoning. Where's my Italian seasoning at, y'all? I got way too many seasonings. That's the problem. My onion seasoning. That's oregano. Here's my Italian seasoning. Because we're doing bean patties, they don't really create like juice, and you don't want it to like dry out. So just put a dab of olive oil in the middle of the pan, because you're going to drain it anyway, just as you would anything else, if you have to. But I normally actually don't ever have to, because like I said, it doesn't really create any juice. But let me just show y'all, as y'all can see, it's softening up my pieces, so it's gonna be more like ground beef in a minute, or ground turkey, whatever. But it's a bean burger, 8 of them. Turn my fire down a little bit. Gotta stir my noodles back here. And once I get like the onions and the peppers and stuff cooked down, I add my sauce. And then I top it off with the rest of my seasonings, because I wasn't done seasoning it all the way, but I don't want to over season it, so I'll wait to add the sauce. But it's so good, y'all. I can't tell y'all the last time I had spaghetti with wait, hold on, did I make spaghetti recently though? With ground turkey, I think. But before then, I can't tell y'all the last time I made spaghetti with real meat. I think recently I can't remember. But I'm going to let that cook down some. And then I'll be back. Alright, time to add in the sauce. And this is the sauce I use. Ragu, chunky tomato, garlic, and onion. And I also use Prego too, but I got such a big bottle, I didn't need to use both. And it's about time for me to drain my noodles in about 2 more minutes. So I'm going to stir the sauce up. Season it with the last bit of seasonings. Turn my fire down and let it simmer. Alright y'all, this is how it turned out. So I'm just waiting for the garlic bread to get ready. Well, actually, I think it is, yep. Boom! That look good, don't you? Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog. Wasn't much of a vlog today. I mean, I definitely vented to y'all and talked to you guys, but some days are better than others. Hopefully tomorrow we can get some type of progress, I should say, a kickstart to some type of like action plan for Kaden. So I talked to his grandmother for a while. I talked to him, Sean talked to him, me and Sean talked together, and then we all three sat down and had dinner together, which we always do, and we just talked about everything. So we told Kaden that we want him to talk more, so we all kind of went around the table and named some things that we want to change and we want to work on and things like that. So things will get better. It's just there's no handbook to being a parent. All you can do is just do the best that you can do, and I know that I'm doing my best, and if it's not my best, I'm willing and open to doing better. So this is my step to better, which is getting him in to talk to someone tomorrow. So I'm gonna wake him up. He's gonna have breakfast here at the house and then go get his x-rays, and then I'm gonna drop him off to school and then pick him up about probably like 45 minutes early from school to take him to his therapy appointment. So I'm about to fold these clothes, eat my watermelon, chillax for the rest of the night, and get ready for tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are subscribed. If you have not, click that red subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss when I upload another video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.